Hi, I'm Steve Goebbert, Global Sales Enablement Lead for the digital arm of GE Healthcare. I'm broadcasting live from my kid's bedroom today. I was kicked out of my office. My fiance is a psychologist and is using it for teletherapy. And that's indicative of the world that we are currently living in. So, connecting with your clients and your colleagues and anyone else is critically important. In this video, I'm going to explain to you what sales enablement is all about and then go through my journey as far as how I got involved in sales enablement. So let's get started. What is sales enablement? Well, sales enablement really is a hybrid of instructional design, sales training, client engagement, and then the clear understanding of sales management. So, with that in mind, there are some basic qualities that you want to understand about sales enablement before you get started, and then see if this is something you would be interested in. I majored in finance and had the aspiration to be a stockbroker, and I quickly found out that that wasn't for me. As well, I also got involved in underwriting insurance. Again, not for me. Along the way, I found that I really enjoyed helping people out. And I was very lucky to get the opportunity to join a group of instructional designers at Kraft Foods. I had good skills in editing videos and using a software application called Flash to create e-learning. At Kraft Foods, fortunately, I got a whole bunch of education on instructional design. What makes good training objectives, what is good feedback, so the 4 different levels of evaluation, and then the understanding of adult learning theory. So as an adult, you have a preference to learn in your own way. Some of us like to just read text. Some of us like to touch and feel and practice what we're learning. And some of us just enjoy watching a short video. Now, I will tell you that in the world that we're living in, where we're bombarded with so much information, the way that I approach GE Healthcare when I apply for the job that I have is that I have a good talent of taking very complex information and breaking it down into bite-sized pieces so that the goal is to provide the right information to the right person at the right time. And when you understand sales and the buyer's journey, there are many different stages to get from initially approaching a client to making the sale. So when you're learning how to sell and learning a product, you don't want to just sit down and learn everything in 2 hours and then go out and sell. What you do want to understand is that there is the right information to provide to a client at the right time. So when they're making the decision as to whether or not you are the person that they're going to engage with in a sale, then you're coaching and training your salespeople to say the right thing at the right time. So with that in mind, let me tell you how I got here. This is a picture of me presenting at the Transform conference that Showpad put on at the end of last year, and there's my colleague Andrea Ehara. In that situation, I delivered a speech as far as how do you get involved in sales enablement. So let's take a look at how I got here. First, like I alluded to, I majored in finance. And with that in mind, the reason I majored in finance was because I have a strong entrepreneurial spirit. So in my mind, I thought, hey, I want to be a salesperson and sell stock or help people with their finances. But you have to believe in the product that you're selling. And unfortunately, I got involved in a few organizations where I just didn't believe in what I was selling. So I got very discouraged, and I went down a different path. Along the way, I found that training and helping people understand complex information is what I really do enjoy. So I didn't quite do that at Kraft Foods. I did learn instructional design and how to put together good e-learning. I understood how to edit videos and all the different things that are involved in learning and design in corporate America, which also means understanding learning management systems. But from there, I went to Walgreens corporate, and I did take a more traditional role as an instructional designer with Walgreens, but I eventually had the opportunity to become a sales trainer for our B2B sales force. There, I learned how to best present myself in a classroom setting, how to effectively onboard new salespeople, and really how to support new product introductions. So very grateful for my experience at Walgreens, but eventually I wanted to have a more ingrained sales enablement role. I did take a short stint with Zurich North America, supporting commercial underwriters and how to effectively sell commercial insurance. And then really what I was lacking was an understanding of sales management. So I did take a role as a sales director for the Illinois Lottery. I managed 4 teams of field salespeople, and really felt that experience helped me understand the challenges of sales management. So when you look at the 3 together, sales management, sales training, and instructional design, to me, those are the 3 experiences that really should help shape your sales enablement career and give you a great understanding of how to best be a sales enablement practitioner. Now, let's talk about a few tips. I highly suggest the book Enablement Mastery by Alay Cohen. If you don't get anything out of this video other than my tip about reading this book, I still think that's a great tip. It will give you a good A to Z understanding of what you should do to prepare yourself to become a sales enablement practitioner. I probably skipped over a bunch of different things here, but at the end of the day, if you have a good understanding of sales enablement before you walk into your first role as a sales enablement practitioner, you are going to knock it out of the park. So what does that mean? Putting together a good charter, knowing how to develop a 180-day plan, how to engage with sales management, how to interact with marketing, and then also have an understanding of HR. So as a sales enablement practitioner, you're going to sit in between sales and marketing and HR and the field, and they're all going to give you their different opinions of what the goals of the organization are. You, in that situation, need to be a good consultant. So that is my last tip, is really understand what makes a person a good consultant for an organization, whether it's a small organization or a very large organization. Having tactical feedback and a good understanding of what to say to help the organization move forward is really where you can add value to an organization beyond just the sales training and enablement pieces. So here's actually, I have one last thing. So really, to me, this is what I tell people you can provide as a sales enablement practitioner. It's providing the right information to the right people at the right time. So we have a buyer's journey, and if you understand that, you cannot train somebody in 2 hours to make a sale. What you do is give them an initial understanding of the value proposition and then how to best utilize the enablement materials that marketing or sales has put together at the right time. So that hopefully gives you an understanding of what sales enablement is. If you want some more information about my journey into sales enablement, or you're just getting started and you want some feedback on what you're trying to do, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. There's the address. And hopefully you enjoyed this 10 minutes of me talking, and best of luck in your career. Take care.